Right then, we're going to attempt to make some homemade cider. I've been watching YouTube and he's made some homemade cider in like 2 weeks. He says within like 10 days it's pretty much good enough to drink. So and obviously you have to sterilise everything. Sorry you can't see my face, but that's the way I've set the camera up so you can only see what I'm doing. Right, so everything's sterilised. So I've got some, right, I'm going to put in total 800 milligrams or mil or whatever of hot water, but at first there's going to be 200. So 300 mil of hot water, and then I'm going to put the sugar in to melt it. So let's get the sugar melted. Right, so the sugar's all been put in there. I put 350 grams of sugar in there to 300 millilitres of water, which now makes it 500 mil of water. So, and that's like not quite boiling, but it's hot. So that's actually melted the sugar. So then you have to top it up to, let's see where 800 is. Yeah, so 800, so I can see where it is. So with cold water, right? So, oh, that was just right. 800 mil, because when you put all this in, and then you add the yeast, if it's hot, it'll kill the yeast apparently. I'm not an expert on this. I just watched an amateur alcohol maker, and I'm just like winging it. So let's go. Got some apple juice. That's backwards because the phone's facing me. So get the apple juice in here. So there's 1 litre of apple juice gone in. Then 800 mil. That's the sugary water. That's in. And then what he said to do was squeeze a lemon. So put the lemon juice in, and it gives it a bit of a kick and a bit of flavour. So let's get that in there. So that's one lemon squeezed in there. We'll top it up with a bit more apple juice, because if this tastes alright, we're going to get drunk. Obviously we're not going to fill it to the brim because it's going to ferment and bubble up, and we don't want it frothing out. Like I say, everything's got to be sterilised, so everything's sterilised. Got a nice little stir. One thing he did say was pouring it in, stirring it up, oxygenates the water, which activates the yeast. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the lid back on. I'm going to attempt to give it a shake, get some oxygen in it. As you can see, it's been shook up, plenty of oxygen in it. Then it wants a teaspoon of yeast. And then just stir that up into that. Right, I've got one of these testers because he tested it to test the alcohol viscosity. I can't even see the rating on there, so let's see where it actually goes to. Stop it from staring. Right. So it's in the green at 80. So we'll let that ferment and I'll check back in here in a week's time. One more thing that I will add was closing the lid, right? But whatever you do, don't seal it, because that's going to expand, ferment, expand, and probably explode. So I would leave that like that. With a cloth over the top of it like that, and then put it somewhere warm, because it wants to be warm in a warm area to obviously ferment. So I'm going to put it near the radiator, and I'm not going to turn the radiator off. It's just an oil filled radiator, so it's going to be near that. That's going to be there for a week. So now we will see you in a week. Right then, little update on the making this cider. Just 1 second. So there's the cider. This one was made on the 18th, so that's what, 8 days ago. This one, so let me start again. So 8 days ago, this is just apple juice, just cheap apple juice, right? So that was made 8 days ago. This was made 9 days ago, and it's, what's that got on it? So that's got 100% pure apple juice and pears. So I put the pears in the blender, and there was about 6 pears, and then I put the apple juice in the blender and blended that up, and that's been in there for 9 days. I bought some of that muslin cloth, and I strained it all into a pan today. Took all the bits out of it and what have you. So that's actually got all the sediment in the bottom, with a little bit of a help of this stuff. Can you see? Let's zoom in. I can't read. What's it say? Pectolacea or something, I don't know. Yeah, so I've put 1/4 teaspoon in each of them. So it's got a little, you can't really see it, but there is a little bit of sediment in this first one. There's quite a lot of sediment in that one, because obviously that had pears in it. This one, this is just sugar and water. So obviously I've been watching on YouTube, and the guy made a YouTube, and he just put sugar and water in it. So there's like 3 litres of water in, and I actually put 400 grams of sugar and a teaspoon of bread yeast. That was done on the 23rd. So I did do it on the 22nd, but it was too hot to put the yeast in, so I left it till the next day. So it was 23rd. I put the yeast in, so when it had cooled down. So yeah, that's only been going for like 4 days. That's ready. That's stopped fermenting. They've all stopped fermenting anyhow. So what we've got: 8 days, 9 days, 4 days. So what he did was, I don't know if anyone's heard of MD 2020, Mad Dog 2020. God, it's back to the 80s. 90s. So what he did a test on, it tested some orange MD 2020, and he put a little bit of orange juice. He poured obviously some of this in a glass, poured some orange juice in, and he says it tasted exactly like MD 2020. He says, but this tasted better, and it was actually stronger. I hadn't done a test just yet to see how strong they actually are, but you can smell the alcohol in them. So obviously, like I said, I put a bit of this in it. What's it say? Pectolossus, I don't know what it is meant to say. Anyhow, put a quarter of a teaspoon in that, and it's brought all the sediment to the bottom. Obviously, I've had it near the heater to speed things up, and I've bought a heat mat. So it's on the heat mat, so it's speeded things up a little bit. So my next job is to test how much alcohol's in it, and then it's the taste test. Right then, you see, this one, there's a bit more alcohol in it, so I could put the hydrometer inside there, and it was just floating. So this one's got 250 grams of sugar in it. This one's got 350 grams of sugar in it. This one's got 400 grams of sugar in it. So I was told the more sugar you put in it, the stronger it is. You know, that's only what I've listened to on YouTube. I don't know how true that is, but this one's saying it's around 13.5%. That's cider. Cider at 13.5%. Wow, that's strong. This one, I don't know what it's going to be. So let's say they're all at around about 13.5%, which I know that this one's going to be a bit more. This one, let's say this one's 14. I know that the guy did 250 grams of sugar in just the water, sugar and water, and it come out at 15.5%. Well, there's 400 grams of sugar in there, and if it's true about the fact that they put more sugar in it and more alcohols in it, well, that's going to be pretty strong. That's definitely going to be MD 2020. We're going to go mad off it. Drunk, pissed. But yeah, 13.5%. Well happy. Going to do a taste test now. Right, this is the first one that I was talking about. It's put in a shot glass. Wow, I've tried it. That is pure alcohol. It's on par with almost like vodka. You can taste the alcohol in it. Wow, that's strong. I don't know if it tastes like cider. It's just too strong to be cider. It's like, it's a mixture between cider and wine and vodka. That's strong. Right. This one is the one I'm testing now, and I've just tried it. Wow. It's definitely stronger than that one. So if that's around 13.5%, that must be 15%. It's almost on par with drinking neat vodka. That's strong. So definitely, my little test has proven right. More sugar you put in it, definitely stronger. It's like doing shots of cider. That's strong. Right then, sugar and water, eh? I don't know what that's going to taste like. Wow. Right then, this one's just sugar and water. Can't really smell any alcohol in it. No. I don't know what's happened to that. That doesn't taste like it's got any alcohol in it at all. I don't know what's gone wrong with that. It's got a fizzy taste to it though. No, definitely. This first one, that's pretty strong. The last one, that's even stronger. That doesn't taste like there's any alcohol in it, or very little. So that's my experiment. So basically, there's, say, 2 3/4 litres of just cheap apple juice, 250 grams of sugar, and a teaspoon of yeast. That's strong. This one, it's got pure apple juice, pears blended up. So there's probably the same 2 3/4 litres of juice, pears in it, 350 milligrams, 350 grams of sugar, and a teaspoon of bread yeast, and that's strong. I don't know what happened to the middle one, but there you go, guys. We've got some strong alcohol there in 9 days. Let's get pissed.